800 years ago, in feudal Japan, there was an ancient technique used to protect the mind from comparison. It wasn't designed for social media, but it works perfectly against it. Today, your mind is under attack, not by enemies, but by images. You scroll. Someone is richer. You scroll again. Someone is happier. Again. Someone is more disciplined. And slowly, you forget who you are. The samurai understood something brutal. The mind copies what it stares at. That's why they controlled their attention. Because attention shapes identity. Today, your battlefield is a screen. And the war is silent. No blood. No screams. Just comparison. Endless, quiet, poisonous comparison. You don't feel attacked. You feel insufficient. A young man named Ren lived in Edo period Japan. He trained daily, but felt invisible. Others rose faster. Others were praised more. Ren began watching instead of training, comparing instead of improving. His master noticed and said nothing. One evening, the master removed all mirrors from the dojo. "Train," he said, "without seeing yourself." Before moving forward to the story, I want you to subscribe to the channel and comment how serious you are about your life. It really helps the channel reach more people. Plus, I enjoy reading all the comments and interact with you. Thank you for your support. Back to the topic. This was the technique. Remove reflection. Increase reality. Because identity does not come from how you look. It comes from what you endure. Today, social media reverses this. It makes you stare at reflections all day, and slowly, your sense of self collapses. Comparison gives your brain a fake reward, a quick hit of meaning, but it steals something crucial: direction. You don't know where to go, because you're watching everyone else move. The samurai called this the scattered mind. A scattered mind feels anxious, lost, imitative, and worst of all, it feels like your fault. Ren stopped watching, stopped comparing. Weeks passed, then months. One day, someone watched him. Ren didn't notice, because he wasn't looking outward anymore. This is the reversal. Identity returns when attention comes home. Here's the part no one tells you. You don't feel lost because you're weak. You feel lost because you're overexposed. Every day, your brain processes thousands of lives. Lives you were never meant to carry. In ancient Japan, a warrior knew only his village, his duty, his blade. Today, everyone's success, everyone's body, everyone's highlight reel. And your mind asks a dangerous question. Why not me? That question slowly poisons your identity because it assumes you're behind, even when you're not. You wake up. Before your feet touch the ground, you check your phone. Someone your age is winning. Someone younger is ahead. Your brain tightens. Your motivation drops. You tell yourself, "I'll start tomorrow." The samurai had a word for this state. Borrowed urgency. A pressure that is not yours, but feels heavy anyway. Miyamoto Musashi once wrote, "Do not compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yesterday." Why? Because comparison destroys presence. And presence is where power lives. The samurai trained in isolation not to be antisocial, but to hear themselves again. Today, isolation feels scary because silence exposes confusion. But confusion is not an enemy. It's the doorway back to identity. The master told Ren, "For 30 days, do not look sideways. No checking others. No measuring progress. Only one question each night. Did I improve something today?" This is how identity rebuilds. Quietly, slowly, and permanently. Most people never leave comparison because comparison feels productive to them. But it's not movement. It's paralysis disguised as information. The samurai feared one thing more than death, which is a life lived as an echo. If you copy everyone, you will become invisible. This is why social media creates anxiety, not because others are better, but because you're abandoning your own path. 1 year later, Ren was unrecognizable. Not louder, not flashier, just grounded. When others spoke, he listened. When chaos came, he acted. Identity had returned, not from attention, but from alignment. Here's the truth they never tell you. You don't need to find yourself. You need to stop abandoning yourself. Silence will feel uncomfortable. Discomfort means identity is rebuilding. Stop looking sideways. Walk your path. The samurai did not rush. They endured, and that's why their presence was unforgettable. And if you felt uncomfortable during this video, good. That means you're waking up. Here is the hidden trap. You are not comparing reality. You are comparing edited moments. The brain does not know the difference. It treats both as truth. That's why after scrolling, you feel heavy, even when nothing bad happened. In feudal Japan, warriors avoided unnecessary spectacle because too much noise weakens the spirit. Today, your mind lives in the marketplace, and the price you pay is clarity. You try something new, a goal, a habit, a dream, then you see someone doing it better. Doubt enters quietly. You ask yourself, what's the point? This is how identity erodes, not through failure, but through comparison. The samurai were taught something radical. Your worth does not come from reaction. It comes from execution. They measured progress in effort, not applause. Today, applause comes before effort and disappears faster than it arrives. That's why validation addiction forms. The cure is brutal but freeing. Do things no one sees. This is where confidence is forged. The monks taught this. For 1 hour a day, be unreachable. No scrolling, no checking, no proving. At first, anxiety rises. That's your identity detoxing. There will be a moment where silence feels unbearable, where you don't know who you are. Without comparison, this is not failure. This is rebirth. In Zen, this phase is called losing the borrowed self. Most people escape here. They scroll again, but the samurai stayed. Something strange happens after you endure silence. Your interests return. Your energy stabilizes. You stop copying. You start choosing. This is identity. Not loud, not viral, but aligned. Rin did not become famous. Instead, he became unshakable. Imagine waking up without pressure, working without rushing, improving quietly. This is not weakness. This is mastery. The world rewards noise, but life rewards alignment. You were never meant to live 100 lives a day. You were meant to live one deeply. Step away. Endure silence. Return to yourself. Because the strongest people are not seen everywhere. They are rooted somewhere.